Hello there, my Virgo collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Virgos. Oh shit, getting into your energy. Things are kind of making sense, Virgos. I didn't realize two very famous people who are Virgos. And it kind of makes sense why your readings are showing up the way that they are. What the fuck y'all got going on here? It's Beyonce and J-Lo. I didn't realize they were both Virgos. But it kind of makes sense. Those of you that got a lot of things going on here. Some of you some rather complex vibes. So take what's yours and leave what's not here, Virgo. You still keep pulling cowboy vibes, and I don't know why the fuck you keep pulling cowboy energy. Cowboy energy and West. So I don't know if you're watching Westerns or the emphasis with you. Mindful of this Knight of Swords energy. Because if you pay attention to that horse is not only spooked, but that horse is like looking at the rider like, what the fuck? You need to pay attention to something here. Make some super smart choices, Virgo. The Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles there with the Two of Cups. That Knight of Swords is kind of your destiny calling you as well. I don't remember what was the last fucking Western that you watched. Because sweet Jesus, this is definitely pulling a Western vibe. And then the situationship energy with you. Those of you that's really kind of stuck in a family situation. So I don't know if it's a family-run business or, you know, you got way too much of a hierarchy trying to decide what the fuck you need to do. Or this could be a work situation with you as well. Some of you, I feel like you got a shitty job. And you got everyone else that's sort of dependent upon you here. And damn. There's something about a fake partnership or some sort of fake situationship energy with you. That's why you pull situationship energy, which is really interesting. Yeah, it's definitely all tied into the work that you do. So again, I don't know if this is those of you with just the family business vibe, or those of you when it comes to your... Some of y'all need to separate your work life, your personal life, and your romantic life, and fuck them situationships energy. So there's probably 2 or more relationships or partnerships you need to end. You need to get closure on to move forward to create your own. But I feel like every time you try to move out of those sort of situationships energy, that's when someone wants to keep that kind of emotional connection going on with you here. So that relationship or partnership never goes anywhere. This is like the ex that wants to bitch about their current relationship or partnership not working out, and they want you to actually give a fuck. So pay attention to that. Or this could be the friend that always wants advice, but it's kind of more of a distractor vibe with you. Take your time with something here. Yeah, street smart and wise. Just prioritize yourself here, loves. Especially those of you that are, I feel like there's accomplishments, there's goals that you can achieve on your own, but everyone else is just sort of, it's like wanting to, if you kind of fucked off and started doing your own thing, you would get all the attention. So this is like if you're in a family-run business and you're wanting to create your own option or your own opportunity, right? You got your own sort of idea. And everyone else knows it's a great idea. They're not going to tell you it's a great idea because you're going to create more of a competitive vibe within whatever relationship or partnership you're currently getting out of. And boy, it changes everything up for you, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, it's shitty contracts. It's a codependency. Maybe you're dealing with Capricorn in particular here, Virgo. But you notice that Knight of Swords? I mean, even that horse is like, what the fuck? Something is running out of momentum or something just isn't quite working out. For some reason, the fucking cowboy vibes with you. It's the cowboy vibes and it's rattlesnake energy. But it's the gray fucking rattlesnake, which is rather particular when it comes to you. I find that very interesting and very fascinating. Take what's yours and leave what's not. You're never like the one that like gets all the attention. because everyone else is sort of focused on what you have to bring when it comes to your option or your opportunity. Those of you in a family-run business, and this is you, you have like you have an idea, you have a concept that you would like to kind of create, do your own thing. This is you wanting to break from the group dynamic and get your own option or your own opportunity. But someone knows that when you create that new option or that new opportunity, you're actually going to be in competition with whatever option or opportunity that you left. So this is those of you wanting to start your own business or do your own thing. But your bosses know that you're the one that brings the ideas. You're the one that makes things work. And without you, the whole fucking thing kind of falls apart. Type vibe here, Virgo. Hey, for fuck's sake, I love this for you, Virgo. Those of you, when it comes to a business idea, this does feel like a business idea. Because the situationship energy, some of you, it's like your friends, family, loved ones. If those of you that's in like working relationships or partnerships, those of you that maybe don't have contracts, or those of you that have shitty contracts when it comes to those work options or them work opportunities, right? So if you do any kind of design, any kind of marketing, anything like that, and your company owns the work that you do, and you going off and like creating your own vibe, yeah, it changes everything. Someone doesn't want you to be their competitor is pretty much it. And I think with the Wild West vibes that you keep pulling, this sort of Western vibe energy, it's like, yeah, you'd like switch everything the fuck up. But it's a temporary vibe with you, right? Because in the Westerns, the person that actually comes in and saves the day never stays. They kind of clean up the mess and then they move on to the next option or the next opportunity. I feel like that's the vibe with you. I don't know if you're under a shitty contract, or anytime someone thinks that you're going to fuck off and try to do your own thing, they don't want you in competition with them. This is given a work vibe with a lot of situationship energy. So you're working with at least one of your exes, or some of you, some sort of failed relationship partnership, or some of you a fucked up friendship vibe. Or if it's a family business, it's kind of like the fucked up family business vibes. Lord have mercy, Virgo. Someone doesn't want you to be their competitor because they know you're really good at what the fuck you do. It's really fun and interesting. But I also don't see you going off into a relationship or partnership. Which, for some of you, I think that could be what creates a little bit of a vibe. Because I feel like every time someone realizes that you're looking at greener pastures, you're looking at options, you're looking at opportunities, there's an optimism with you that someone is starting to notice. You had a reading before that come up where you were being Virgoed. It's kind of like someone is seeing, and they're trying to figure out what you're thinking, what your next option, what your next opportunity is, to kind of keep you stuck or stagnant. So whenever you're ready to fuck off and do your own thing, that situationship energy, someone wants to come in and create some kind of emotional connection, right? So every time you think you get an idea, you get a concept, you want to kind of go off and do your own thing, all this situationship energy around you, it's kind of like they're your handlers. They don't want you, because they don't want to be in competition with you, because you're like the smart one. You're the one that everyone depends upon, but you get like shit credit. So it's kind of like that shitty vibe. Some of you, you're a hell of a lot smarter than your boss and your boss's boss and everyone else. But you need to understand the situationship energy when it comes to you. Some of you in the family business, but yeah, you have like really great ideas, but you're struggling with that emperor, that empress complex. And those of you, the situationship energy. Someone's only interested in you once they realize that you figured out how to get the fuck out of that situation and go create your own option or your own opportunities. You're pulling the Western vibes, but the one in the Westerns that usually comes in and saves the day and kind of cleans up the mess usually fucks off and goes off to another option or another opportunity. So that could be what you do for work. Maybe you're really good at problem solving. Maybe you're really good at understanding things. I feel like you're super smart, but you're the one they kind of keep in the corner or keep in the back office that no one really deals with. But you're the one that you make everything fucking work. Hey, Virgos, look at you grow. Ah, for fuck's sake, look at that with the Wheel of Fortune. And then you stumble upon success. But you are going to have to navigate these choices really mindfully here. Because, I mean, for fuck's sake. It kind of feels like you're on the verge of a major breakthrough, or you're kind of understanding something on a completely different level here. And those of you, when it comes to that work situation, it's kind of like, are you going to stay in this sort of shitty vibe that you're in that doesn't really give you the options or the opportunities that you really should be getting? Or are you going to just kind of... It's not really a sneak off. It feels more like a fuck off and go do your own fucking thing type vibe. Because some of you, I feel like that would be the sentiment when it comes to you. You're just going to fuck off. Tell them to fuck off, and you're going to go create your own sort of destiny here. From a work perspective, you got like that idea. If you do program... Hey, Virgos. We got cut off. So, sweet Jesus, Virgos. Take what's yours and leave what's not, Virgos. I mean, I'm liking this energy with you. Nine of Wands. Who the fuck's in this Nine of Wands? Oh, but that's the Six of Cups. All that situationship energy. Aye. So these are the relationships or partnerships, the people that kind of show up when they know that you're going to go out there and create your own options, your own opportunities. The thing is, I don't feel like you're going to go into another relationship or partnership. So I don't feel like this is a romance-based decision with you. It's a really good work vibe. It's a really good business vibe. And it's really good if you're creative. You are given whatever you do creatively. So I don't know if you do like programming or whatever the fuck you do for work. But you're like in the back office that no one sees. But you're the one that creates all this vibe. Someone don't want to be in competition with you because they know that you're very smart, you're very clever, and you're very good at what you do. But you do have that sort of situationship energy. So I know you're not in a happy relationship or partnership. If you would, you wouldn't be kind of looking at your options and looking at your opportunities. You've been way too this is you, like you're in the back office, no one sees you, or you're the one that makes everything work, but no one really understands that you're like the clever one, you're like the smart one. But so mindful of that, because I feel like every time you wise up and someone realizes that you're making smarter choices, that you're kind of understanding that you could. I feel like you need to cut out the middle people. I don't feel like it's a middleman energy with you. It's the middle people. So you got everyone sort of dependent upon you and the work that you do. But at the same time, yeah, they don't you're like in the back office. You're the one that nobody sees, but you're the one that makes everything work. Really good if it's a work option or a work opportunity with you. If you haven't gotten that promotion, or you're not getting the respect or the responsibility that you feel like you've earned, go off and create your own. But wherever you're leaving, don't want to be in competition with you. So it's interesting. Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. How many empty promises are you going to get before you actually do just right off into the sunset and create your own? That's why I don't feel like you're going to go into a relationship or partnership. So if that's your focus, yeah, some of you, it's the same kind of vibe. This is the person that only shows up when they know that you're getting ready to fucking lose interest, or you're not going to be paying that much attention to them, or they're not going to be able to take advantage of you in some way, shape, or form. That's when they want to come in and create that partnership. Or some of you, those of you, if you're dealing with an ex that wants to talk about their shitty current relationship or partnership, that is so unhealthy. And why are you doing that to yourself? So mindful of that type of vibe. Again, work, love life, or family vibes with you. I don't know what your energy is, but it's a lot of false starts. It's for some of you, it's to get you to kind of change your mind. So someone always, it's, I don't know if it's the same person or the same relationship or partnership, but this is the one that they kind of bring in to kind of, oh no, everything's going to be okay, Virgo. Oh no, Virgo, you don't want to do that. So pay very close attention to that. Because you are being Virgoed. Someone is definitely trying to figure out what the sort of vibe is with you. Especially those of you that's bringing, you have like an optimism about you. There's something that's different, but people can't quite figure out what the fuck it is with you. That's why it's everyone's trying to figure out what's Virgo doing. What's Virgo thinking about? Healthy choices, and those of you when it comes to the boss vibes. Some of you learning that you can't be so good at what the fuck you do that you don't get promoted. You can't be so good that you make your boss look good. That they got to keep you there in order to keep their position. Because once you fuck off and they have to take responsibility and make those decisions or come up with those ideas or concepts, they know they can't. But they also, you're not paraded around much. That's why, don't be so good at what you do, you can't be promoted. And some of you, once you understand that, once you learn that, and once you're kind of able to focus on yourself, I feel like you've been in this energy for a minute. You and Aquarius, you have kind of like a generic energy. I feel like it's running through the zodiac. So, that's those understanding their value, their worth, looking at their options or their opportunities. A lot of you getting out of very shitty contracts, or some of you the situationship energy, the person that only shows up and shows their affection once they know you're ready to go find something better. That type of vibe. Scorpio, the Knight of Wands, the Hanged One, the Aquarius, there at the Moon. Someone knows there's something different about you, or they're noticing this sort of switch up in vibes with you, because the Scorpio energy brings the transformation. The Scorpio energy is also the one that only shows up when they realize that you're not paying them much attention. Those of you that's dealing with an ex, and I don't know if you're working with ex, or this is like a friendship vibe with you, or like a family vibe with you. They only pay attention to you once they realize that you're, I don't know, you keep everyone going. So if your energy isn't there, everyone else is going to look like a complete fucking ass. Especially when it comes to the creative ideas or the creative concepts. So you got a lot of people kind of figuring out what the fuck you got going on and very dependent upon you. But the fact you're being Virgoed, so this is mindful of the catfishing and the gaslighting vibes as well. You got to get out of getting that sort of, the situationship vibe. Virgo, you should be doing a lot of one-on-one conversations. You should be doing a lot more FaceTime. If you can't one-on-one conversate with somebody, you need like FaceTime vibes. Some of you need to pull your energy back and get back to more of a grounded, focused approach. It's kind of like take on the Western vibes, right? Could you imagine the Westerns now if people were texting everything? It wouldn't really quite work. You got someone that only is interested in you once you're ready to kind of fuck off because they don't want to be in competition with you. Work, love, life vibes on that. Some of y'all, you need to avoid the ex that wants to talk about their shitty fucking relationship problems just to keep you emotionally interested in them. You need to do this transformation energy and just, I don't know. It's time for you to be your own fucking boss. Or some of you just go somewhere where you get promoted. So you're not like stuck in the back office and no one sees you. Or you're like the one that no one really discusses how valuable you are or how important you are. Until they realize that you're already got one foot out the fucking door. You're looking at, it is like greener pastures. It's like, you're like, fuck this. I can go create my own. Go be your own boss. Or at least get the position that you want. Hey, Virgos. Anything else? There's the Three of Swords. They only miss you when you're gone because they're going to be more heartbroken. They can't be dependent upon you here, Virgo. Yeah, because they used to be able to keep you stuck or stagnant. So someone had you on a very short leash. So, mindful of that situation. That's the situationship energy. That's the situationship energy. Because you do all the fucking work. Good Lord. The fact you're pulling Western vibes, I find fascinating. So I don't know, if you haven't watched a Western in a while, watch a Western. Because damn. But the one that saves the day always ends up moving on to the next option or the next opportunity. So those of you, if this is what you do for work, it's kind of like that. So what's the stagnation vibe? And don't be so good that you can't be promoted. So maybe try to find that promotion that you haven't gotten in the next job. So that way you're actually, I don't know, you need to be seen. People need to see you. You need to be out there kind of doing your own thing. Because whatever energy you left does not want to be in competition with you. Because you're far more smarter and cleverer than they are. And those of you that listen to an ex fucking bitch about their current relationship or partnership, that is just so not happy. There's something about that that's fucked up. Or whatever the fuck this fucked up sort of Ten of Cups vibe you got going on. Those of you in particular in a family situation where, you know, Virgo, you are to be, well, you're not even supposed to be seen and not heard. You're just, you make everything work, but they don't want to see you. So everyone else is getting the credit. Everyone else sort of feeds off of your sort of success here. But, I mean, what would happen, Virgo, if you, some of y'all just go get that promotion that you can't get at your current job. So you should be sending in your resumes. You should be doing interviews. I don't feel like you're going into a relationship or partnership. I feel like you need to sever ties with whatever situationship energy that you're in. Because whatever that situationship energy in, that's the person that's always able to kind of talk you back into staying, or they create some sort of fake ass promise. It's not like a rom-com vibe. They kind of show up into that energy, but it doesn't really come to fruition. Some of you, they're still in that relationship or partnership. They just want to cry and bitch and moan and groan to you. So that's very unhealthy. It's a rather toxic. You have too many toxic people around you. You need to do a cleansing vibe. Do watch your favorite astrologer. Because you, Virgo and Aquarius, y'all have kind of just been meandering through everyone's sort of zodiac vibes here. Take your time with something. Whatever you're coming from, someone has you on a very short leash. Because it's like you got a handler. There's someone that they know they can send in that kind of keeps you stagnant. I feel like for a lot of you, it's that situationship. They create just enough sort of hope that, oh, maybe someday. So it's that ex that they've had 3 or 4 fucking people, and you've heard all them bitching and crying and moaning and groaning about how unhappy they are. Some of you, you're the one they turn to make them feel good so they can go back into those shitty relationships or partnerships. So do be mindful of that, because I don't feel like you're going to find that romantic happiness. Your ex is your handler. Because if you stop doing the work, damn, everything switches up. Or those of you, you fuck off and create your own option or your own opportunity, you're in direct competition with this. Oh, for fuck's sake, Virgos. Take what's yours and leave what's not. This can't be all y'all's energy, because damn, Virgos. But it is for some of you. Definitely mindful of the ex energy. You shouldn't be having that conversation with an ex. Especially if they've 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've had way too many failed relationships or partnerships. But they're the one that can keep you stuck or stagnant. They're basically your handler. I don't know, go get that job. You want that promotion, you're not getting it where you're at? Start interviewing. Start sending out your resumes. Some of you creating your own options or your own opportunities. Whatever this energy you're getting out of, they don't want to be in competition with you, because you're the one that makes everybody else look good. And those of you mindful of that. Don't be so good that your boss don't want you promoted, because without you, your boss wouldn't look that good. And those of you, if this is a family situationship, I don't know. You need to... Avoid whoever's trying to handle you. And the Virgo vibes, you pull in the double Virgo so you don't get Virgoed. You need more one-on-one conversations. You need more one-on-one, more FaceTimes. So for some of you, I feel like that's you interviewing. I don't feel like it's an auditioning vibe, but hey, if that's your vibe, Virgo, right? You're a creative person. This is you creating your own production company. This is you creating your own option, your own opportunity, and moving away from what everyone else is kind of expecting you to do. It feels more work related, and then you got exes, or you got so many fucked up sort of friendship vibes that you really aren't making sensible choices. And whoever this ex is that comes in to handle you. So they always create that option or that fake sort of promise of 10 of Cups happiness, but they never follow through with it. But you only get this attention once someone knows you're bored, or you're not. You're kind of looking at better options. It's like greener pastures. You see there's more options, there's more opportunities, there's more abundance. Just fucking off and doing your own thing. It's the Western vibes. So, I mean, take what's yours and leave what's not. Maybe if you watch more Vedic astrology, maybe pay more attention to your Western. If you haven't watched a good Western, watch a good Western. Because the hero of the Westerns never stays put. They come in, clean up the mess, and then they fuck off and move on to the next. So this could be what you do for work. So maybe you're going to temp it for a little while. Or whatever you're leaving, they don't want to be in competition with you. Because if your energy isn't focused on this whole vibe sort of falls the fuck apart. So everyone's dependent upon you, and you're just supposed to sit there and be silent and do your work. And it's kind of given that be seen and not heard, but I mean, I don't even think people want you to even be or know that you're the one that creates all these great ideas. Don't be so good that your boss won't promote you, especially if your boss is a dumbass. Because I feel like your boss, the Hierophant, has gotten they've gotten a lot of mileage out of what you've done by taking credit for the work that you've done. I don't know, y'all should be FaceTiming and one-on-one conversations, and some of y'all get out of that fucking texting shit. You need to old school it. You need to old school it. And avoid that relationship or partnership that only comes in to keep you stuck or stagnant. Your life isn't a rom-com. So that's the same person that creates a lot of false promises with that 10 of Cups. And those of you talking about your ex's relationships or partnerships, look, that's toxic as fuck, and you need to get out of that. That isn't getting you anywhere, because I feel like that ex is kind of your handler. Oy, for fuck's sake, Virgo. I don't know, I like this. Do you? This is more work-related. This is more tangible options, tangible opportunities. I don't see you going off into a relationship or partnership. So, for some of you, mindful of that ex that wants to come in. Because they've made a lot of those empty promises before. Just enough to keep you stuck or stagnant or to keep you happy. Because they know you're being Virgoed. So, you know. Good luck, God bless, take what's yours and leave what's not here, Virgo. What's your favorite astrology? Some of you, the Western vibe, maybe, I don't know, if you maybe just watch your Vedic, or I don't know, whatever the fuck. You're pulling Western vibes. Some of y'all watch a good Western. But, damn sweet Jesus. It's a good vibe for you. But you're not going off in a relationship or partnership. So those of you Virgos, that ex wanting to come back around, or that situational ship energy that keeps promising that 10 of Cups, but they always follow or lack the follow through, pay attention to that. So I feel like for you, you need to stay single, or you need to just prioritize yourself, because whoever brings in that false sort of promise of 10 of Cups is the person that they know can handle you, because they need to keep you stuck or stagnant. That's someone that you know. That's someone that you know. Oh, God, you're pulling that fucking song. Somebody that you used to know. Take what's yours, leave what's not, Virgo. I apologize for the interruption, but I mean, I love that when that happens. So, take what's yours, leave what's not, prioritizing yourself. You would be interviewing, sending out your resumes, or looking at creating your own option or your own opportunity. Whatever this is, someone don't want to be in competition with you. Because once you create your own option or you go to that new opportunity, they're not going to be able to come up with those great ideas or those great concepts anymore. Whatever situation you're leaving, they don't want to be in competition with you because they fall short. So this is, you know, your boss has got whoever the hell this Hierophant is, the Hierophant has got a lot of mileage off of the work that you do, but you don't get any of the credit. So make some smart choices here. Oh. Avoid whoever the fuck keeps making those freaking promises to you. Because they're your handler. It's that Leo. Maybe it's a Leo in particular, but they're the one that... They're your handler. They're your handler. Between the Ten of Wands and the Hierophant, there's the Five of Swords. Ooh. Alright, good luck, God bless, take what's yours and leave what's not, Virgo. Ooh, I like this. Peace, love, and light, Virgo.